So previously we have seen that how we can insert one node at the end of our linked list. So let's now see how we can insert that particular node at the beginning of the linked list. So we're gonna remove this node. So this is our linked list where the last node is pointing to null. Now we have to insert this new node at the beginning of the linked list. So first of all, we're gonna create one new node with the data 400. So the data will be 400, and then we have to link this newly created node to the first node of our linked list. And after that, we have to move that head pointer so that it points to this newly created node. And you can see after these simple changes, we can easily insert one node at the beginning of our linked list. So currently our linked list have only 3 nodes. So the first node has the data 100, the second node has the data 200, and the third node has the data 300. So now we're gonna add another node at the beginning of the linked list. So here we're gonna create the function to insert node at the beginning. So the function will return one struct node type pointer. So we're gonna call this function insert at beginning. Now this will take the struct node type head pointer, and also we're gonna send the integer data that will be stored into our newly created node. So the first step is that first of all we have to create this new node. So here we're gonna create struct node pointer type new node. So to allocate the memory, we're gonna use this malloc. So here we're gonna use the malloc, and now we have to store this data inside the newly created node. So here we're gonna store the data new node arrow data. So the data will be the data that we pass as a parameter to the function. So our node is created with the value 400. So now we have to set the link. So currently the head node is pointing here, and there is no link between this newly created node and the first node. So first of all we have to set the link between these two. So here we're gonna set the link. So new node arrow link. So the new node will be linked to the head. That means this newly created node will be linked to this first node. Now all we have to do is we have to shift this head pointer to point to this newly created node. So here we're gonna shift the head pointer. So the head pointer will point to this newly created node. So that means this head pointer will no longer point to this node. It will point to this newly created node. And now we're gonna return the head of the linked list. So now our linked list is ready. Now we can traverse the list. So we have to start from this head node, and then we can traverse all the nodes of the linked list until we reach the last node where the link is null. And you can see the new node is added at the beginning of the linked list. So we can check that. So here we are printing our linked list. Now let's just insert one node at the beginning. So here we're gonna call the function insert at beginning. So we're gonna pass the head pointer, and the second parameter is the data 400 that will be stored in the newly created node. So this will return the head pointer which is pointing to the first node of our linked list. So we're gonna print the linked list and we're gonna pass the head pointer. So you can see this was the linked list before the insertion at the beginning, and after the insertion you can see this is the linked list. So you can see the node with the value 400 is added at the beginning of the linked list. So this way we can insert any node at the beginning of the linked list. So hope you understand about the concept. See you in the next one. Take care.